Let's see, what do we have inside this closet? A bottle?
Medicine.
A potion?
Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, and Dover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman.
Strange, but I don't connect it to anything yet. There's a letter.
From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been denied. The amount of your personal contribution, £11, is not high enough and represents too small a part of the final transaction. I remain at your disposal for any questions. Adam Flint. Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop, but will largely cover her funeral costs.
So we got more clues. Let's check out this little case on the table.
What a strange box. It looks like you have to slide the slats of wood to open it.
Haha, it's a puzzle box. I hate these things. I actually were confronted with a puzzle box while doing an escape room. It's the real life puzzle game where you have to escape a room in 60 minutes. I stumbled upon a box. A friend of me solved it, not myself, so I'm not really good at this stuff. Okay, let's just try it. I think you have to press some panels, really.
It is blocked.
Where can we press? Okay. What does that do? Move. I'm not really sure. Alright, there's an opening now.
This button appears to activate the mechanism.
It's open now, or...
It is blocked.
It's blocked. Okay. Maybe on this side. There's another mechanism. Alright, now we can do something with this side. And another mechanism. What else? Can we do anything else?
It is blocked.
It's still blocked. We can do something with this, maybe? Alright, there's another one.
That should do it.
I like the puzzles. They're not too hard and, you know, it keeps you busy. Let's open the damn thing. If we can we? Alright, what's inside? A picture and some jewelry? Earrings?
Who is this young woman?
I don't know, Mrs. Asher maybe?
To my dear Aunt Alice, Mary Drower.
Who are they?
Have you found anything?
The victim has a niece. We must find her.
That's it?
I think I've looked everywhere here. Let us see if I can find any more information in the shop's surroundings.
Did we now?
I've finished with this subject.
Guess the jewelry wasn't that important. What about the rest of the room? There's a mirror. You won't do anything with it. What about the
This
kitchen?
interior is very simple.
Knives. Modest crockery.
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
Guess it doesn't tell me anything. Now he's stuck. I can't move. What is this? Get out of there, Poirot. Let's just... I'm kind of stuck here. Let's try it again.
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
Maybe it gets him unstuck. It does, actually. He's unstuck. So are we done here, or... Still not sure what this means on the reflection of the mirror. Oh, it gets some ego points. Look at his hair. Okay, so we're done. So do we have to deduct some things here again? Suspect Mary Drower. She is Alice Asher's niece. So there's only one suspect, not the husband even. Inspect the tobacco shop surroundings. No new clues to answer, so let's get out of here. And let's look outside, I guess. Because that's...
4p a lettuce, a lovely large lettuce, 4p only.
That's Nancy Botley. She's the owner. Let's talk to her. The fruits and vegetables are on display right now. They weren't before. Let's look at her before we talk to her.
This woman appears to be a smoker.
Yeah, you can see it in her face. We need to prove that by looking at the objects.
She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop.
Very good deduction, Hercule. Alright, we can make a choice what to ask her. I don't know if the strawberries are fresh. We can start with some small talk. I think it fits the character. But let's not complain, so let's ask about the lettuces.
How much are your lettuce, please?
A lettuce? That'll be 5p, kind sir.
And... no, the second one is just idiotic. Could be fun though. Yeah, let's have some fun.
And what if I take 2?
Well, 2 are 10p, so what do you want?
Nothing, thank you. They do not look very fresh. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
She's annoying and not very nice. Accuse her of making fun of you. Come on, you're better than that. You know, it's a fun answer, I guess, but it hurts his pride, so his ego points. Let's just play nicely for now.
Please try and help me, madame.
Why should I help you? For your beautiful moustache?
Ah, thank you.
Come on, move along now. You're scaring away my customers.
Please, do not be ridiculous.
Let's go with the tobacco option.
I know that you went to the tobacco shop yesterday.
Well?
Do you? Accuser of murder? Insolent. Okay, those are words besides her head popping up. Let's remind her for her duty to tell the truth.
It is your duty to tell me if you saw something unusual.
Who do you think you are telling me what to do? Get away from my stall!
I've run a trophy. So I guess we could accuse her, but I don't think I have the proof for that just yet.
Hey, Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
No, please, leave her, Chief Inspector. I'll get her to talk later.
I've found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Thank you, mon ami. I'll question her.
Well, that's fast. Question Mary Drower. Is that the only one objective? Okay, there's some new questions here. What was Mrs. Asher doing when she was killed? Let's try to solve this one. There's a cigarette packet near the victim's hand. She could be selling. Yes. But it was found. Packets in a muddle on the shelf. So the... Yeah, she could be the killer. Because she had groceries. She was selling cigarettes. She has one wound at the back of her head. So, yeah. She turned around and then she was attacked. No, that's the wrong button. Here we go.
The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as he turned around to serve him.
Alright, so she could be a suspect, indeed. But then again, it were most likely a client that bought some groceries or vegetables, then came into Ash's store to buy some cigarettes, and killed her. So that would not, you know, be logical for this woman to be the killer. What about, can we establish the time range during which Mrs. Asher was killed? Not quite yet. We're missing a clue. So let's go for that clue. Guess we need to get that from the lady who's waiting inside. Can we talk to you some more?
Ah, you again? I've nothing to say.
Guess we can't.
4 pence a letters, a lovely large letters, 4 pence only.
It's like she's singing that. So weird.
I've found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Yeah.
Thank you, mon ami. I'll question her.
Is our assistant with her? Let's go inside again. And oh, wait, there's someone crying. I like the clue system that's in the game. It helps you think about the murder and, you know, how the clues are connected and stuff.
Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention is commendable.
Very much so. Now, let's look at her first.
Is her grief sincere?
Look at her eyes. Lowered eyes. What does that mean? A handkerchief? A posture, maybe?
She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile.
Fragile? How do we access that notebook? This is the notebook, right? It doesn't say anything. Oh, yeah, it does. Nancy Broadley, she runs a fruit and vegetable shop. She smokes. She must have been a customer of the tobacco shop. And that's actually about it. Let's talk to this woman. Okay, let's play nice.
You were very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
That your aunt had children?
Your aunt did not have any children, is that correct?
No, she was separated from her husband.
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone. Poor aunt. She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
Oh, okay. So they were fighting. Let's ask if she was afraid of him.
Was your aunt afraid of her husband?
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
They weren't divorced.
Your aunt should have asked for a divorce.
Oh, no, sir. My aunt had principles.
Well, your aunt's principal have led her to the morgue. Hastings, please see this young lady home. I fear that it's quite impossible to finish our interview at present.
Poirot, what have you done? I've never known you be so brutal.
I wasn't very brutal. I have the Dolly moustache. Small donkey. Okay, so she isn't the killer, apparently. Franz Asher might be the killer, though. We haven't solved it just yet. Now she's a witness. Her aunt was her only family. She confirms that Franz Asher is violent, but he was afraid of his wife. Wait, what? Franz was afraid of his wife? I thought it was the other way around. Okay. So what do we need to do? Find Franz Asher. Okay, let's find that dude. So we need to travel for that. I guess he's a Frenchman.
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
I wonder what his wife used to do. He must have scared the customers away.
Alright, so Franz just walked in like that, just like that. He's a drunkard. Look at what Franz dropped. Pile of dung. Franz is a notorious alcoholic with a violent and aggressive temperament. He's about 60 years old. He's from Andover. Okay, where... Okay, we can talk to him. Let's not wake him up yet. I guess we need to look at that because he stumbled upon that